Damn. Hold up. Can y'all see me? How y'all boy doing? Quick little intro. We will be moving from this spot because this is a vulnerable spot to be talking, you know? So, let's get right to it. We all know emotions fluctuate as a human, correct? So, with that, do not be scared to not be staggered, you know? Enjoy life and bask in it. And the reason I say that because my life outside of the so-called internet, I showed my aggression over the most frivolous thing. It was over money, bro. But even though it's over money, it's usually about the principle. Everybody talks about the principles, but sometimes it's not about the principles. It's about the respect. You know, it wasn't even that much, so I'm gonna get over it. I'm more worried about their well-being than anything because they haven't responded in a couple of days. So it's okay. We'll figure it out. But you know what I'm saying? We looking freshy whole time. All this stuff is hand-me-downs. All this stuff is hand-me-downs. Everything that's on me is hand-me-downs except my headphones and my cap. Everything's hand-me-downs. And my tank top. I know, right? It's crazy. Honestly, I was going to be conceited and arrogant today because I was like, you finna see my face everywhere. I will still do that, but not in a disrespectful way. It probably won't be in this video. I'm probably gonna keep this one pretty calm. Um, Anything else, not really. But we're gonna move spots because I already know what's gonna happen. But if we move spots, we gotta stay in this spot. We're gonna have to eat it. We're gonna have to eat it. Yeah. There will be multiple videos made in this backyard. This is the first POV. I already got two in mind, and the third one is optional. But I already know the two that's gonna be. It's gonna be on that side forever. Shoot, I probably got a better layout this background that I do. This is basically the OG spot, man. Hey, once I blow up fully, man, listen, when I get older, because, I'm already old mind-wise, but body-wise, we'll probably come back to this neighborhood and try to make our last, hoorah, our last goodbye before we just fully go on to the next best thing. And the next best thing will probably be not fashion, because I already did that, like, in school, but we might take it a little bit more serious in fashion. And then if I got a big enough name, I want to grab some of the fashionistas that I saw at some of my old schools and see if they still doing it, and then make my own brand. But anyway, let's make a hand sign. We already got this one right, but let's like, if you're really a part of it, if you're really a part of the so-called not a gang, because then I might get like a RICO charge later on the years. The squad or the group. Okay, it will be multiple. So you got this one right. You got this one. Then we're gonna have this one, right? This one, right? You got this one. So this one would be open-minded, and this will be closed-shutted for, I guess, change can be applicable, but change will not be fully necessary. And then you can have this one is 50-50. This one will be 50-50. Yeah, listen, if you ask photos with me, I'm gonna be doing these poses, this, or this. Like, I know it seems a little bit, but I'm gonna be doing these poses. Or don't forget, claim the video now. Like it, subscribe, claim it, so you can be part of. I don't want to call y'all the solitude crew. That's corny. Or the watchers. Um, I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. I probably gotta go through my old videos. But yeah, it's been pretty tough. Not gonna lie. But we'll never get the panhandling though. We'll never be begging for money. We'll always get that work. Um, but I always never like I do blue collar jobs, but I never wanted to fully do it. Like I did construction, roofing, stuff like that, electricity. But they make good money, but that's sustainable, yes. But I want more than that. I satiate my hunger satiates more than just a regular job. Because some people use plumbers and electricians and construction workers as an insult, but that is a real good job. I had that job, you know. So I always wanted to be like one of those artists. Be like, I never had a real job. I was always hustling. You know what I'm saying? But now, if I get an interview when I'm older, I'd be like, yeah, I had a couple of jobs here and there. wasn't taken so seriously though. You know, this might be the first video I might have to fully edit, mainly because if somebody comes outside, I probably cut it up. You know, even though we try to keep it like, you know, not that much editing on our videos. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? But how are you? Hope you're doing. You don't have to be doing great, and I don't, you know, cause it's like I feel like a trap when it be like you're having a great day and you're not, and then you seem like the dickhead for like not saying you're having a great day, and then be like, I hope you get better. You know, I feel like entrapment in some cases. Isn't that Duce? Duce, come, come. How you doing, boy? This is Deuce. His name in Korean is Duce. It's beautiful dog, purebred. But anyway, nothing too woke today. Nothing too spiritual or enlightening. Those next videos probably will be more enlightening than this one. This one's just a so-called update and a wellness check for anything else because I have failed as a person. I was supposed to be of a higher stature than others, not to be looked down upon, but to regulate your emotions. Because once you regulate your emotions, not control them, but regulate them, you tend to see behind the smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I may be there in some instances, but in most moments, I feel like I have been, you know, not fully doing that to my fullest capability because I really got mad over. Maybe it wasn't mad over the prince. Maybe because I feel like I was lied to, and I understand how I feel because I used to be a liar. You know, I used to lie about the smallest thing just to not get caught for my punishments. You know, but anything else, I don't truly, I don't know, nothing too deep. But we'll give you updates here and there, a little glimpse in what we got going on, for sure. I really appreciate you, you know, for everything you've done. You know, just watching, subscribing, being a fan, commenting, did the little small comments here and there. Y'all be day ones now. If I get too big, don't make sure you give me a reality check. Even though I want to be above reality, make sure you give me a check. You know, because as I said, we are all equal. Equality is a facade, but I'm trying to make that true. As I said, I want to be the voice of the voiceless. So with that, it comes with burdens. You know. Now, purpose always comes with burdens, not glories. Do not forget that. As you become purposeful, some things may become harmful. So, with that in mind, we're doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling very confident. I might not show. I'm feeling very confident there, just because we got a fit that looks very weird and like rapper esque and like artist esque. How they pose like this, or like young thug shit. Oh! That's what I get for playing around. But yeah, um, we're doing pretty good. You know, we're building brick by brick. Some even the most greatest mindset they take years or they won't even be noticed until they die. But this, I gotta get noticed while I'm living. Not why I give up. I gotta get noticed. It's the attention. Music. I am so sorry if y'all is looking for music. Right, I have music out. I'm not gonna tell y'all where it's at. Mainly because it's not good music. It's old music out when I was a kid, like very young. I used to delete my music a lot, or like fade out the voice, like fade out my lyrics because I thought it were pretty bad. But we're still building, you know, because you understand. I hope you understand that I don't want to have a similar genre. I want to maybe popularize a genre that's pretty low key or make my own. But I will, you know, dip my toe in every genre. You know what I'm saying? The main ones is probably pop and rap because those are the I guess audiences that are biggest. I thought country was pretty big. It's big, but not to the extent I thought it was. Yeah, R&B's pretty big. They have Japanese and Korean R&B. I love Japanese R&B if you didn't know. But we'll get there. But anything else? I guess not. And I will see you in the next video. Alrighty.